So are you guys ready to learn the secrets to ManyChat, some tactical and practical? Welcome to Digital Genius Radio, the #1 podcast focused on guiding you to becoming a certified digital genius. We believe you can have it all by mastering social media paid advertising. We spent the last 3 years studying the most brilliant marketers today and applying their techniques. We've broken free of the 9-to-5 and successfully built a 7-figure online certification platform. From working with hundreds of clients, we found that most are overwhelmed or scared to actually dive into paid advertising. And this podcast is here to give you the cheat codes so you can flourish with your social media channels. Join us and follow along as we continue to learn, apply, and share proven strategies, as well as give you the insights on how to win online with social media paid advertising. And now, here's your hosts, Chris Baden and Sean Malone. We're starting off the Golden Belt series with two of some of my favorite Canadians from Canada. They live in the cold and then sometimes in the warm when it's warm for like a month there. But they've been with us for a long time, and I'm super grateful because their growth curve has outpaced just about everybody I've ever seen. They have transformed. I've watched them grow from 0 babies to 3 under 3, I think, which is crazy to me. But the cool part is they've continued to find a way to build their business. They don't have excuses. They don't make excuses. They plug in. They do everything that they need to do. Paige and Will are going to kill the game for you. Take it away, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for the introduction, Sean. So tonight, you guys, I'm going to go over how to build a growth tool. I know that they're in ManyChat, and I'm going to show you how ManyChat with a growth tool. This is a great way to automate your business. I know that there's some training in the back office, but on a weekly basis, I probably get like around 5 messages from people asking for help on how to build a growth tool. So this is going to be a refresher for some of you people that have done it in the past. And then for, the newest person walking in the door, hopefully I can, share a little bit of value with you guys. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get on it. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
That's a big 10-4.
Okay, awesome. All right, so this is what the first screen of ManyChat looks like. So on the left-hand side, you can kind of see that there is a whole bunch of options, and one of them is growth tools. So I'll just kind of give you a brief explanation about what a growth tool is before I dive into how building it. So a growth tool is a tool that you can connect to your ad, and it will help respond to some of your more info comments. So it's a really great way to automate your business. Okay, so you can see I have a ton of different growth tools, but I'm going to show you how to set one up from the very beginning tonight. So up in the top right-hand corner, you see that there's a new growth tool button. Go ahead and click on that. And there's a few different options that you can choose. The one that we're always going to use is Facebook comments. And go ahead and click on that. And it's going to bring you to this screen. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select your ad or any other post that you want to put out there that you're going to have people comment that you want this growth tool to respond to. If you've recently posted a brand new ad, you will probably see it in here in your list. If it's from a while ago, you're going to want to go to custom, and you just want to go grab your URL for your ad, and you can put it in here. Just for tonight, I'm just going to pick a post so you can see how it's set up. So I'll just choose this one.
Can you describe what a URL is, just for those people that don't know?
Yeah. So you're, I don't know. Can you give a good explanation of a URL?
The address in the back.
It's the address. Okay, so Will's going to help me out with this one because I just know it as a URL. Sorry, guys. But it's your web address. So when you go into Google and you type in, you search for something and it takes you to a page, and then you have that information up in your Google bar. That's your URL, if that makes sense. Sean,
like
maybe you could give a better.
Like on your page where it says https://manychat.com up there at the top, like that's that whole address.
Yeah, you can kind of see it up here. I'll highlight it for everybody. That's a URL.
That's so you guys know, right?
All right. So I'm just going to choose one of my most recent posts just to make it easy for showing you guys tonight. So I'm going to choose this one. And so now you can see that my post is here. And this is going to be, you know, if somebody comes and comments on this, this is where it's going to respond. All right. So there's a few things that you have to be really careful of, and you need to make sure that you check off and put in here correctly, or your growth tool isn't going to work correctly. So the first one you're going to do is you're going to check this. I confirm that the selected post is explicit, that this page is going to contact users who comment via Messenger. So we're always going to want to make sure that that gets checked off. And then we're going to toggle this over so it's on. And this is just going to track your first level comments. So we just want to make sure that, you know, when somebody's just, the very first comment they put in there, that's where it's going to respond. It's not going to respond to a whole bunch of people that reply underneath it. And then you have the option when a user leaves a comment to send a message. And you can choose, there's a few different options, which is really awesome. So you can automate this to what works best for your audience. You can either respond to them immediately. You can choose seconds or minutes. And when you do choose seconds and minutes, it lets you change it. You can do 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever is best for your audience. I mostly like to just leave it at about 1 or 2 minutes. And that, and then that way, you know, they're not wandering off and getting a message an hour later. You know, you're responding in a timely fashion and you're getting back to them as quickly as possible. The quicker you get back to people, the more likely they are going to respond back to you. So I usually like to do it for about 1 or 2 minutes. All right. So now this is where you're going to exclude any comments. And these are kind of like your hate words. You know, if people, you know, comment on your ad and say scam. Well, you obviously don't want to be like, hey, it's Will and Paige. It's so nice to meet you. I'm so excited to share more information with you. They're going to be like, what are you talking about? I just wrote scam on your ad, right? So you don't want to pick up any of those comments. A really great way to know what you want to put in here is this. You actually just go over to your business page, and just give me 1 second so I can move these guys around. So if you go to your business page, this is ours, and you go to settings, and under this general tab, about halfway down, you see these page moderations. So this is something that you set up when you first set up your page in the very, very beginning. And you can actually just go in here and you can copy these all out and put them in. I noticed when I was setting up my presentation tonight that Facebook used to let you go in and just copy and paste them. It doesn't look like they've let you do that anymore. So just for the presentation tonight, I kind of copied them onto a Word document so that I can put them in here. But that's a great place right there to go get all these words and put these words in that box. So I'll just go back to ManyChat, and we're going to put in here. So the only thing that's really important to remember here is that you don't want to have any spaces between the words, and you just want to separate them by a comma, and then just leave it like that. So you put all those in there like that. And then the next box is only trigger for comments with these keywords. So say your ad has the link in it for the webinar, and you say something at the bottom like, if you're a little unsure, comment more info below, and we'll reach out to you and send a message. So here's where you're going to put those keywords so that ManyChat can trigger it and send them the message. So you kind of want to put a combination of different things, because some people might not always follow your rules, and you say more info and they might just put info, or they might put information or something like that. So you want to kind of put a variation of the keyword in here so that it will catch all of those. So I've got more info, just info, information. You could put in here like message me, you know, think of all the things that people might comment, because you want to try and you want to make sure you're picking up all of those messages and not missing them. Okay. So whatever your kind of your call to action is in there, that's where you want to put that information. All right, so when you've got everything in here, this is what it should all look like. You can go ahead and click next. And this is going to be where your message goes. This is going to be the message that gets sent out to the person that's commented what you wanted to on your ad. So you can say something along the lines of, hey there, I am super excited to share more information, or maybe you could do this. Let's try this again. Thank you for commenting on our Facebook post. We are excited to share more information with you. Oh, can't type, sorry. But this is a great place where you can, start your conversation with them. So ask them a question in this first message. You could say something like, but first, before we dive into all the details, can you share with us what has got you thinking of starting an online business? So something kind of along that line. It just needs to be short and sweet. Take the time to thank them for, reaching out, willing to provide more information, and then just start up a conversation and just kind of, get that flow going. So that's really about it, guys. Then you can go ahead and hit next. You don't have to worry about anything here. If you just want to send that initial message, you don't have to worry about anything here. And then when you're ready to go, you can save and activate it. And then you can kind of see up in this top right-hand corner that it's activated and it's ready to go. So if anyone was to go and comment, on that post that I just set up, ManyChat will send them a message. And that's really about it.
That's awesome. And a couple of questions here. Do you have to upgrade to Pro to do this?
That's a good question. No, it's part of the free part of it. So you can just use the free version and you can still set up a growth tool.
And can you give some examples about why somebody would want this on their page? Like, what's the purpose of having a growth tool?
Yeah, so it's just a really great way to automate your business. Especially for Will and I, like Sean mentioned, we have 3 kids under 3. So we don't have the opportunity to sit in front of our computer all the time and just respond to messages left, right, and center. So this is a great way to get that first message, make that first contact with them. And then it gives you a little bit of time to, get them to respond, and then you can continue that conversation on your own. So it's just a really great way to automate your business.
Thanks for listening to Digital Genius Radio. We'd love it if you could share our podcast with 3 others that you think could get some value from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and remember, hit that notifications button so we can alert you for each new episode that comes out. You're on your way. You've gained knowledge and you've gotten smarter. You're becoming a certified digital genius. To continue on the right path, go to challenge.digitalgeniusradio.com and prove you have what it takes. Again, that's challenge.digitalgeniusradio.com. Enter your name and email and get started becoming a master of your own destiny.